Mbidi Kiluwe Iron Song. Welcome to another story from African myths and faith, stories for kids and adults. Today, we travel to Central Africa, to the land of the Luba people, where the art of iron working held a special place in both daily life and the spirit of the community. Our story centers on a remarkable blacksmith named Mbidi Kiluwe. Now, Mbidi Kiluwe wasn't just any blacksmith. He was born in a small village nestled between thick forests and wide rivers, a place where the clang of hammer on anvil was as common as birdsong. From a young age, Mbidi showed a rare gift, not only for shaping iron, but for listening. He listened to the rhythm of the world around him, the heartbeat of the earth, the whispers of the wind, and most importantly, the lullabies sung by mothers to their children as night fell. These lullabies were gentle, soothing songs about peace, love, and hope. While other blacksmiths hammered fiercely to the sound of war chants, Mbidi chose a different rhythm. He hammered his blades to the soft, steady pulse of lullabies, believing that the spirit of the song could change more than just metal, it could change hearts. This was a time long ago when the Luba people, like many others, valued warriors and weapons above all else. Swords, spears, and knives were forged to defend, to conquer, and sometimes to fight among themselves. The village elders often spoke of endless cycles of conflict, where more iron meant more battles and sorrow. But Mbidi saw a different path. One evening, as the sun dipped low and the village settled into twilight, Mbidi sat by his forge, singing softly. His hammer moved in time with the lullaby, the sparks flying like tiny stars. It was then that he decided to make a special kind of blade, not sharp and deadly, but strong and steady, a plow blade. You might wonder, why a plow? Mbidi believed that if people learned to till the earth and grow food, they might not need to fight so much. Just like how a mother's lullaby calms a restless child, he thought, planting and harvesting could soothe the unrest in people's hearts. He took his new plow blades to the warriors, the very men who had carried swords and spears into battle for years. At first, they laughed. "What use do we have for farming tools when our enemies are near?" they said. But Mbidi spoke to them in a calm voice, telling stories of how the earth gives life, how working together in the fields could bring a new kind of strength, one that didn't come from fighting, but from feeding and caring for the community. Slowly, the warriors began to listen. They tried the plows, feeling the earth turn beneath their hands instead of the weight of a weapon. They found joy in watching seeds sprout and grow and sharing the harvest with their families and neighbors. The village began to change. Mbidi's iron song, the rhythm of the lullaby in each hammer strike, became a symbol of transformation. It showed that even something as hard and cold as iron could be shaped into tools of peace instead of war. And more than that, it taught a powerful lesson that choosing peace often means choosing to build rather than destroy. Think about it like this. If you ever feel angry or upset, you might want to lash out. But sometimes the brave choice is to listen to a calm voice inside you, to find a better way like Mbidi did. He didn't stop making iron. He just changed what that iron was for. In the end, Mbidi Kiluwe's story reminds us all, no matter how tough or difficult things seem, there's always a chance to temper our lives with kindness and hope. Just as a blade can be hardened or softened, so can our choices shape the world around us. Thank you for joining this journey into the heart of Central Africa and the wisdom of the Luba people. Remember Mbidi's iron song the next time you face a challenge. Sometimes, the strongest thing we can do is choose peace. Until next time, keep listening to the stories that shape us and keep singing your own song.